So Casper Nuka and Spyro got a remake, and they both were received well by the public. Well, SpongeBob hopped on the remake boat and was remade by Purple Lamp Studios, which in my opinion they did an amazing job. This game was beautiful to look at and with great animations to go with, made me really happy. I played the PlayStation 2 version back in the day, but in reality I only remember playing a few parts here and there and never finished the game when I was young. The game I played the most back in the day was the SpongeBob movie game. I don't know if I'm pretty sure most of y'all played it. If you guys played Battle for Bikini Bottom-Rehydrated, fuck, cannot speak. You must have played the movie version of the game. And I fell in love with that game and did beat it many times. I know many did not love that game, and then I can see why now, but we are not here to talk about that game. We are here to talk about Battle for Bikini Bottom-Rehydrated. Before I talk about the story, I first want to point out that this game got many bad reviews and many were a joke, to be honest. I'm looking at you, IGN and GameStop, or GameSpot. I always call them GameStop because, they're both shitty. I just don't see how it's 5 or 2. Or as Funke Joseph, or whatever the fuck you pronounce his name, Funk, said, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated flaps like a fish out of the water. Yeah. I'm here to explain why I remake and why I think you should play it. To start off, the game begins with Plankton having an evil plan, as always, to steal the Krabby Patty formula. He has a plan to control some robots to steal the formula, but as all the plans Plankton has, it fails at the very beginning because he has to switch to not obey instead of obey. First and foremost, why would you even create a spot that says not obey? I don't know, that's just me, Chief.
Robot Army, hang on! I want to get a photo for my scrapbook! Hey, hello? What do you think you're doing? Oh, no, wait! But I'm your master! I made you! No! Oh, my good China!
But as they start to wreak havoc all around Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob and his friends need to stop all of them and find out who is behind the evil plan. Obviously, somehow they don't even know throughout the whole game that's Plankton when they can clearly always see them coming out of the chum bucket. That is the main quick gist of the game, to be honest. It's a kids game, not a full AAA game like The Last of Us or God of War. Yet somehow, this game surprisingly is still better than The Last of Us Part 2. This game has many mechanics that make the game fun to play and easy to learn. You fight all the robots with a simple attack button or lasso them with Sandy's rope. Patrick and Sandy do not have many unique attacks or moves as SpongeBob. Yes, but Patrick can carry objects such as regular boxes, watermelons, ice cubes, or whatever this thing is. But not only that, he can carry enemies that are stunned. That's about it for my boy Patrick, and as for Sandy, she has her rope or lasso, whatever the hell you want to call it, to not only destroy the robots but to hover around tall areas and fly or swing like Tarzan. I do love how the game is not just playable through SpongeBob, but the game forces you to use the other characters in the game in order to proceed with the story or to get some certain spatulas and socks that other playable characters might not be able to get. Talking about spatulas and socks, these are the items you collect throughout your whole playthrough. To get to the final stage and defeat the final boss, you need a certain amount of spatulas to finish the game. You collect the spatulas just by playing a level, defeating bosses, completing a certain task such as saving children in Goo Lagoon. And there's many hidden ones around every area you go to, and same can be said for the socks. Not only that, after collecting a certain amount of socks, Patrick will give you a spatula.
Hey Patrick, nice sock.
What sock?
The one you're standing on.
Oh, that one. It's lost.
Well, if that one's lost, where are your other socks?
Oh, they're more lost. A bunch of robots came through here and stole my whole sock collection. I could use some help getting them back.
Sure thing, Patrick. What are best friends for?
Okay then, for every 10 socks you bring back to me, I'll give you a golden turkey baster.
You mean spatula?
Bless you.
As for Mr. Krabs, well, let's just say that you're going to need a grind for those shiny objects, my boy. Oh, how many?
Your treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy. Do you think I've got bilge water on the brain? I ain't running a charity here.
Let me go on a quick rant real quick. You don't know how long... Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know, but it takes a lot to grind for those shiny objects, man. I feel like this game would have been way better if they didn't make it so grindy or so hard to get the shiny objects, is what I'm trying to say. It took me 2 hours just to get over 100,000 for Mr. Krabs, all spatulas, and then they expect me to pay 40,000 shiny objects for the theater. I thought the theater had like a sock or a spatula inside that I needed, and I wasted 30 of my minutes of my fucking life just so I could see some pictures. Back to the review. If you missed a few items after finishing an area, you can always go back and play them. You can even fast travel to many areas with a taxi, making it easier to get to the location where you missed an item and being able to collect. I'm not going to go through every single detail for every boss, but I will say this. No, these bosses are not that hard to beat. It's not a Dark Souls game. They each make you use different abilities and even switch different characters here and there, but there's not much to say about them other than they're fun to beat and look at. Now, you do see the same enemies throughout the whole playthrough, but there are many variations of them that make you strategize and not just smash square or whatever button or key you press on your console or PC, you nerd. Sometimes the enemy does get stale and boring as you replay the areas, but that's okay with me, because if you see this from a child's perspective, they're just robots that are not too hard to destroy and makes them continue to play the game. They just want something simple and fun. Now, do not think this game is perfect. This game has its downs too. From my experiences, there have been several bugs with the game. Come on. Oh, come on. What the?
Boing!
What? What the fuck is that? And the controls sometimes are a bit shit, but not to an extent where I want to throw my controller across the room. I'm looking at you, FIFA. What a shitty game, EA. The game also has some trouble loading areas or cutscenes, which reminds me of back of the old Xbox or PS2 games loading up.
Goo Lagoon.
I also just forgot to mention that the voice acting for this game was amazing. It made me laugh many times. These voice actors put a lot of effort into their lines. But man, Mr. Krabs and Mermaid Man, I don't know how they were not able to get the original voice actors. Hopefully someone down in the comments down below will let me know. Like, I just got sad hearing these sorry ass dudes again and again and again. Yes, I know they were in the original game, but I mean, look, they just sound like they want to be put out of their own misery, man.
Phew! You had me worried there for a bit, boy. Worried for me money, of course. Here, take this as your reward.
My name's SpongeBob.
Here, I found this in my sock drawer, next to a bunch of pink socks. It's another golden spatula.
The worst thing about this game was the multiplayer, and I mean this when I say this. Do not, I repeat, do not play the multiplayer. I only played it twice, and oh boy, you do not know how useless this mode is. The matches last so long that I had someone leave in the middle of the game, which I don't blame them. It's almost as if they did not put any effort into the multiplayer. The single player offers so much more. I just do not recommend playing the multiplayer. You're not missing out on nothing, man. Trust me. I just know that if Purple Lamp Studios was not rushed to finish the game due to the new SpongeBob movie coming out, or last I heard was that it's going to be coming out next year on demand, but I feel like they could have smoothed out many things and make it much better. After all these flaws from this game was such a great experience, just like the original, and being a big fan of the SpongeBob SquarePants show just breaks my heart seeing all these bad reviews. I just do not understand how this game has gotten so much hate from all these so-called professional reviewers, yet The Last of Us Part 2 gets a 10 out of 10 because of golf.
Joel, please get up!
This game was meant for people that love the original and for newcomers to enjoy as well, since it's a simple, easy game to learn and play, and most importantly, just have fun. I heard the speedrunning community that speedruns this game helped out a lot by making sure this game came out as perfect as it can be. In my opinion, this game is worth the $30. But I would say you can wait for a sale and for many bugs to be patched out in the future, since I know they will. Overall, I recommend this game to anyone who likes platforming, collectathons, and SpongeBob to get this game right now. My final score for SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!